could never watch Jake's vlogs.
But you did tweet recently, greatest boxer of all time.
I did. Look, you got to farm impressions, bro.
You guys had a bunch of people show up.
That
controversy.
accent is offensive.
That accent is offensive.
Yeah, no. Right. Best video I've ever made is winning Fortnite without moving. I got in my friend's game. I just ran into his room and unplugged his PC.
No way.
When I first tried Prime, and it's on camera, I took one sip and I'm like, these guys. They're going to be so f***ing rich.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Hey.
Eating bagels with cream, cheese, LazarBeam, Steve's.
Welcome to my ASMR.
I got legs, feet, knees. I eat chicken, carrots, peas. I say thank you. I say please. I'm in Australia. They got bees. They got quackers. They got crackers.
Hey.
So this is how the #1 podcast in the world starts, huh?
You got dang right. Welcome back to Impulsive, the #1 podcast in the world. Thank you guys for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing. If you were not subscribed, hit that button for me. We're in Australia still. We're in Brisbane.
Nope.
We're in Melbourne.
Nope.
We are in Perth, Australia. Nope. We're in Sydney, Australia.
There you go.
And we have a guest on our show today. He's the most popular creator in the world with over 20 million subscribers. He's the face of gaming, streaming, and vlogs on the continent of Australia. And it all started when he dropped out of high school, ladies and gentlemen. It's LazarBeam.
Nope.
You definitely said it wrong. That's all right.
Hold on a second.
I've had worse.
No, because I was gonna go back and forth on you with this. There's an A next to the R.
I actually do agree with this.
Okay. Since when do like gamer tags make sense?
Yep, you're right.
So like, why the fuck does it matter?
Yep.
But also, it's still better than Jimmy, MrBeast. He still calls me Landon. I've corrected him so many times.
Wait, that's your name though. Landon?
No,
Landon.
it's Lannon. Yeah, you got it. No, but I have told him to his face so many times, and he still gets it wrong. He's given up. He just says lazy now.
No. He's intentionally disrespecting you.
Nah, I do feel that.
He doesn't.
I'm a worm compared to him.
He doesn't take you serious.
You know
bro.
he cures the blind. What a fucking asshole.
Yeah, no, he's actually the devil. He does it for profit.
Maybe
It's
the
ableism.
haters are right, dude. He's
We should cancel
ableism.
him.
Ableism. We had a conversation about that in our last show. Anyways, guys, welcome to Impulsive, dude. Thanks for joining us in your home continent of Australia.
Yeah, thank you for coming all this way just for me.
It's all we're here for.
Yeah, no, for sure.
We got lucky that you were here, and I have been watching you, and we have been watching each other, I think, from afar. You've always been so supportive.
I'm a low gangster, bro.
Fuck it,
2017.
let's go!
Nah, I was honestly.
go!
It sounds bad because your brother, but could never watch Jake's vlogs. But always a low gangster.
Thank you, bro.
Always.
But you did tweet recently, Jake Paul, greatest boxer of all time.
I did.
Not YouTube boxer, greatest boxer of all time.
Look, you got to farm impressions, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you because you also tweeted Ronaldo, fraud, Mbappe, fraud, Messi.
You see how many that gets
Go.
like the views now. You see
Yeah.
the views on the tweets
Yeah.
now. It just gets them up. It gets them
Now I
up.
don't know what to believe. You know, one thing you did get to experience, which we don't really talk about a lot on the show, is the vibe and the interaction between the crew members before the show and,
Yes.
and how we all talk to each other.
Yes.
Did you glean any learnings from the crew prior
Yes,
to the show?
that George is very toxic. No, I can't do that. I saw the way you treated Mike. I'm going to be one of the guests that just ignores you. That's where this is going.
You're not far from every single one of them.
He said to me before we sat down, he goes, the audience got it completely wrong, man. He goes, George and Logan are toxic. He goes, you seem like the nice one. I go, finally, bro.
The only
Thank
person
you.
that didn't say a toxic thing. I don't know if he's just putting on a show or whatever, but
No, I'm just a nice person, bro.
What did I say that was toxic?
no bunch of shit. You're talking mad shit about
I was
him
talking
before
shit
this.
about
So far, you've tweeted a lot of fake shit. So nothing that you say I take
No,
serious.
it's not necessarily fake. It's just what I think in the moment, and then that opinion can change.
He came on and he said, you know, this is his second podcast.
Yeah, second
ever.
or third podcast. Never done the #1 podcast in the world. It's like a different level.
I gotta be honest with you.
Now's the time to say it.
This isn't actually the #1
What?
podcast in the world. The gig's up, bro.
I've been lied to. This is some bullshit.
I don't know what to say. It's kind of what we say, but it's not.
Are we all just coming clean today? Is that what's happening? You're lying in your tweets.
I don't know what to say. I thought I was like kind of manifesting in a way, but it never actually happened.
Where do you actually rank then? Is this
I
like the
actually-
last? Because
No.
then I'm gonna leave. Then if this is like low on the list, it's not really worth my
I
time
actually
anymore.
I actually have some intel on that just came in last week.
Report back.
We are top 20 podcasts overall. And I'm not sure if that's only Spotify or Apple taken into consideration, but when you also include YouTube views, my assumption would be that we'd be top 5.
In that context, if you do include total collective platform
YouTube,
views,
Spotify,
and reach,
And like
'cause
clips
all
and
this
stuff
stuff
for sure.
100% top
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, because all this stuff that you see, like Rogan, Call Her Daddy, the actual top podcasts are listens only. They don't have
We cannibalize our shit because we
Yeah.
syndicate the content and then we do YouTube, which is like we're a show. You know, our Instagram handle is Impulsive Show.
Yeah.
We're visual motherfuckers.
At one time, we were the number 1 YouTube podcast, but
Who beat you?
full send.
I talked shit about them on an Australian
Stupid.
radio
You
show
fucked up.
today.
You fucked
I
up.
did. Do you know?
I've never watched an episode of their podcast.
Enough said.
But I have seen yours. So that says everything.
All right,
Enough
well,
said.
there you
fair
go.
enough.
You know the Kyle and Jackie O show?
I do. Very controversial.
No way. Why? Oh,
I know they just say dumb shit, but I mean that's probably right up your alley. That's all right.
He says you say dumb shit.
bro. I was sitting on this radio show this morning, and this guy was going off. The first thing he said was, "Mate, you guys had a bunch of people show up right outside the Today Show studio. If Justin Bieber was masturbating out there, I don't think that many people would have been there." And JJ and I were like, "Whoa, talking about masturbation? We've been here for 10 seconds." God, I feel so at home though. Like that
That
controversy
accent is fucking offensive. That's all. I just want to be
that
clear.
accent is fucking offensive.
Yeah, no, fuck it.
Am
That's
I
all.
starting to make the way up to your
Yeah,
favorite?
no, you're actually all right. Can we just do our own
My
show?
God, I heard you like RuneScape. I'm a big RuneScape fan.
Oh, he was
Okay, no,
like-
we're good.
You want to hang out on Varrock?
Oh my.
What I said that was toxic when you were here. Well, first off, thanks for giving us your time. You know,
Yeah, I'm pretty. I do fuck all. This is fine.
No, it's good. It's good. I mean, you don't do podcasts a lot, so we appreciate that. But I was saying we're a fun group. You'll have a good time on the show. We fuck around. Mike try to slip you some crack. That's what I said. What do you want from me?
You got to try everything once though. I've never done crack.
I tried it more than once.
Well, that's all right.
In
You
fact,
got to try stuff, know you like it, and then you know what you like, so you can keep doing it.
I think
In fact,
I
I
think
couldn't, I
that's
couldn't stop trying it over and over. I tried it so many times.
Oh my god.
Even after I realized that it wasn't for me, I just kept trying it.
Oh my.
Yeah, I mean that's where it gets.
We bring this up on the podcast a lot, but he smiles. But I swear, when he goes back to his hotel room, he just looks up at the ceiling and just thinks about all the times he used to do crack. I'm sorry, Mike, if we ever
You're
push
right.
the limits on
I
that.
mean, so long as he's not doing crack though,
Nah,
like
no,
he
I
can
haven't.
think about it.
It's been
He
some
can think
time.
about
It's
it.
been some time.
No, he
since I've done crack.
beat addiction. He's a warrior and a
I didn't
hero.
beat it. I continue to try to beat it.
He's an addict who's trying to beat addiction. He's a
Recovery
warrior.
recovery
and a
is
hero.
a never-ending.
Can we give him a positive round of applause?
No, genuinely. And this way,
Good job, Mike.
I've
You're a
always,
hero.
Thank you.
I've always been like, I love this show. Like I watch it every now and then. But I've always been, out of everyone here, like the biggest Mike fan.
Let's go.
And
Did
I
you-
mean that genuinely
I know
because
that.
like I think the way you spread your some people give you shit because you don't stop talking about it sometimes.
But hold on a sec. You know what? Before you go any further, and I do want to say this. You always have been super supportive.
No, I
and
love
I,
it, man. I love it.
and I appreciate that. You've always messaged me, Twitter, like you've been so supportive. I don't talk about it that much.
It's us. It's
It's
us.
these guys. They bring it up 24/7. I talk about it when I go on new shows with new audiences. As far as bringing up crack and heroin on this show is concerned,
Here we go again.
it's not.
Bro, shut up. He was just going to compliment you. Just finish complimenting
Well, no,
him, bro.
I just mean it's like I've had a lot of people in my family, like different types of addiction, not necessarily like what you went through, but like I think you see addiction in all its forms, even if it's just cigarettes, gambling, anything like multiple uncles lost to alcoholism and stuff like that. So I think the way you talk about addiction, like fucking talk about it forever. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
those people.
I totally agree.
They're lame.
Yeah,
Fuck them.
I totally
I know.
agree.
You know what I mean? Like
know.
you spread your message.
It's an
man.
important
It's like, fuck
message.
'em.
It's an important message. And
Super.
It's, yeah, and it's interesting to be a non-doctoral guru that talks about it, like somebody that's actually been through it and can understand and empathize, and it resonates with an audience. So I appreciate that.
It's okay to not be okay. Like spread that message. Like
Absolutely.
fuck them.
Absolutely.
Do you have any vices yourself?
RuneScape, pretty much. No, I think because I've seen so much addiction in my world, outside of being addicted to work, which is kind of like a good addiction. I think I'm just terrified of being addicted. So like, I won't drink much. I'll have 2 drinks in a week. I'm like, oh, can I ease it up a little bit?
Two drinks, like
Well, it's like I'll drink like 2 nights in a week, like maybe like
Oh, I see.
like 3 or 4 drinks each night.
that
I'll be like,
changed dramatically.
well, I just mean it's just like I will always be terrified of like drinking too much or
I-
gambling too much or anything like that.
I feel like I don't want this to come across offensive in any way, but like gaming in itself is really addictive.
It can be. It can be awful.
But you game all the time, correct?
Not so much anymore.
But you said it, I was listening to you when you were here. You said you're just in your room all the time.
Yeah, that's because that's where I work. So like,
Well,
I'll
what are you
game to
doing?
work.
Well, hold on a
I
second.
barely upload these days, but yeah.
But wait. Your work is gaming, so
Yeah,
you
okay, but that's
are
not
gaming.
fair. Like I still edit my own videos and stuff most of the time. So it's like most of the time I stare at Premiere Pro, or I'm like browsing for ideas.
no
or-
no editor.
So I keep trying. I keep trying to people. I can't do it. So out of the 1,200 videos I've uploaded, probably 1,180 of them are me.
No way.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It's not good for me. I wish I could do the team stuff. I'm just not good at managing people.
Is that the problem, or
It's
do you-
mental illness,
do you-
bro. Like I just can't fucking do it.
Do you not like giving up control of your projects, like from a
I
creative
just
standpoint?
think I don't have the patience to necessarily train people. So I just go, fuck it, I'll do it myself. Like I got to get this out. Especially in like peak Fortnite, you sort of had like a day to get that out. There was no send it off to a guy, do revisions, any of that bullshit. Like train him, it was just get it out. So unless you wanted to hire someone and you didn't give a fuck what the video looked like in the end, it was just do it and get it done.
We're so similar in that I'll waste 5 years instead of 5 weeks training someone. Like I'll just continue.
I've been yelling
learned
at
to be-
him
yeah.
forever.
I
It
do have
is-
someone now, but
It is so important to get someone to outsource that work.
I'm trying, man.
Do you like editing? That's
no, I fucking hate it
see,
now.
bro. That's not
Okay,
that
no, that's
doesn't
not
work.
fair. That's not fair. I love editing when it's a new type of project or something like that, and I'm learning something.
Okay.
But once you've done 1,000 videos, bro, it's the same shit. So I'm getting better because now I have more time. It's not like peak Fortnite hustle bustle anymore. It's like I can take a month to do a video if I want to. So I'm getting better. I'm learning to work with other people.
Still, like a good editor, to me, from my understanding, a good editor, when they're editing it, for them, it's like watching TV. They enjoy it. They like it. And if you don't love it, like I realized on day 14 of doing daily vlogs that this is not for me. I'm going to drive myself into the ground. Like I'll probably die if I continue editing these videos. And then I outsourced my work. I trained Hayden a little bit. We got in the same style. And then my life became 1,000 times easier.
That's the logical take. But logic sometimes does not, drive your actions, right? It's mental illness. That's what I was saying, right?
So maybe that's your vice.
No,
maybe that's your vice.
I think it is, and it's like I think it's frustrating as you see YouTube mature and everyone doing all these crazy things that I wish I had more time. I wish I could like focus on it. Like you build the businesses and shit like that.
Well,
and
because I'm outsourcing.
I know, and that's like I talked to Jimmy about it, and just the amount of people he has doing everything. I'm like, fuck.
He is the king.
I did have a good employee, and he stole him. I mean,
Same. He stole Hayden. He
Yeah,
stole
To be
Hayden.
fair, he rings you up and goes, "So, how's that guy doing?
Oh
Is he
my
doing good
God.
work? What's he doing?"
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm really looking for someone. Like, I can't deny the opportunity of working for Jimmy, bro. It's like,
Who did he steal?
just one of the guys that helps run his gaming channel.
I'm gonna put Hayden on blast for a second here because MrBeast also stole my number one editor. My
the guy.
guy.
Your guy, like,
he's
your guy.
He's the guy as
He is
well.
the
Like,
guy. He's the
arguably
guy.
like the best editor on YouTube. Hayden. Well, of course, besides Gio now, who's on my team. Shout out Gio. but
Hayden's gonna take so much offense.
No. Hayden's the best. He texted me and he said after the big game commercial for Prime,
Wait, can't say the other word?
you can.
Why can't you?
Wait, can he?
I don't know.
Oh, is this like a game user playing or something?
So no. So that and the world games with like all the countries come together with the 5 rings. You can't say that one either.
What the fuck is
Olympics.
happening?
In,
You-
in connection with a brand.
I can't
you
say. I can't say in relation
Oh,
to
is this
the
because
ad.
of you got sponsorships and stuff?
No. PepsiCo owns the Super Bowl mark, so we have to say big game when referring to our commercial that played during that.
Oh,
football
okay.
game.
Sorry, I
You
was
just
so
said it. You
confused,
said the
man.
word.
Yeah, you can cut
No, I can say the word, just not in the context of the commercial. Anyways,
Oh, interesting. Sorry.
he texted me. He said the irony that a motivating factor of me moving on from working together was the opportunity cost, and now I missed an opportunity to edit a Super Bowl commercial. LOL. Fuck. I said, haha, live and learn, brother. You're doing dope shit too.
What a fucking backhanded compliment.
It was.
Yeah, that's brutal.
He really
That's
did.
brutal.
He said, "Live and learn."
You basically, this is what like we heard. Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, 100%.
Enjoy working for MrBeast.
No, it's a great job. It's what you said.
You can't deny the opportunity of working with the big boy.
Come
I disagree with all
not.
3 of you guys.
Do you want a better sex life in
Yes,
2023?
I do.
Up to 50% of men have symptoms that get in the way of wanting or enjoying sex, but Roman is here to help. Roman is the digital health clinic for men. Roman addresses a variety of sexual health needs and solutions for men, like swipes, which we know very well about on this show. Roman offers discreet wipes that help you last 4 times longer in bed with no prescription needed or ED. Roman offers prescription medications that help achieve and maintain a stronger erection and testosterone testing and treatment. Treating low testosterone can help revive your sex drive. Mike's probably got a fresh round of tea for 2023.
That's right.
Better yet, with Roman, everything is online. No waiting rooms or trips to the pharmacy. If medication is appropriate, Roman will send it directly to your door. Everything arrives in discreet packaging with free 2-day shipping. To learn more about how you can achieve your personal sexual health goals, use my link in the description or go to ro.co/Logan today to get 20% off your entire first order. That's ro.co/Logan for 20% off your order. Link in description. Now back to the show.
I disagree. I'm a type of dude that, like, for example, I have a guy named Reed, and I think if himself went up to Reed and was like, hey, I want to do a documentary, I think Reed is more interested in building a story.
Can you
from the
use
ground
someone
up.
else just because they stuff, maybe?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, he's going to say no.
Fair enough. Drake.
No.
Or like anybody else. That's not a
No
musician.
shot. Yeah, he's going to choose Drake over you, bucko.
No, he would never. Yeah, I mean, he might be.
Bro, George.
Hold on.
George.
Yeah.
George.
Are you going to bring up your book again right now, bro? Because it's just not the time, bro. I can see it in your eyes. You want to be like, dude, I know it's going to help you. Chapter 14, live and let live. It's not me. That's Hayden. Anyway, circling back to RuneScape.
Hey. Well, I was just gonna say, if like, say they come along and go, here's 10 times the salary, I need you.
That's the issue.
That's
I wouldn't.
the problem.
I wouldn't.
He pays well.
I would not do that.
George,
if somebody came up
I'm
to me
gonna
right
ask
now,
you.
and you guys know this deep in your heart, if Full Send came to me right now, they're like, yo, we'll give you $100 million to leave Impulsive, I wouldn't leave.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, that's
You're
I
a
wouldn't
moron.
leave.
stupid.
Took my headphones off and moved the mic away.
Why would
if
I?
someone came to you right now and said, I'll give you $100 million to suck a dick, you would say no.
You're sucking that dick, dude.
You guys know how much God means to me? On God, I wouldn't.
George,
I
if,
would not.
Let me tell you
would not.
something.
See,
If
I'd
Full-
suck a dick for 100 mil. What's your number? What's your number?
we have this conversation a lot.
Yeah.
Wait, how much
It
do I have to
depends
pay
on
to
what
suck a
dick.
dick?
hold on.
Hey.
Before we talk
$50
before we talk money, let's root this in something a little bit more important. Because this is not monetary.
Okay.
There's a guy.
No.
Oh.
I'm saying it. I'm bringing it up, dude. It's been probably 100 shows since we've talked about it. He has your friend held hostage. I'll give him a name. His name is Dick Ransom Guy.
Oh, is this an actual guy? Or
Yeah,
is
it's
this,
an actual
He's a real
guy.
guy.
His,
Okay.
the majority of hopefully the long-term impulsive audience knows who I'm talking about. Dick Ransom Guy.
He's out there.
He comes up to you and he's got your friend at gunpoint. I am going to execute your friend right now unless you service my penis.
Is this like a best friend or like an acquaintance?
Good question. See, now you're asking the questions.
These are the questions that matter.
It is your new the person that you just signed to your gaming team. The guy that you're going to bring onto the show at the end of the show today. There's a guy.
Lackland?
Yeah,
Oh,
who was he again?
Oh, Lockie.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, he didn't get here, but he's in Brisbane right now.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
No, so you're saying it's Lachlan.
Yeah,
right,
he's
yeah.
at gunpoint, and this guy he's got a funny winter hat on and a button down shirt and some Dockers pants, and maybe some Timberland boots, and he's got a gun.
Oh, for Lachlan. Oh, God. Like, how clean's the dude's dick? Is it like funky looking? Is it
No,
like
it's-
got fungus in it? Is it like a
it's-
suckable dick? Is it like clean?
It is indescribable. I mean, it's
Is it like a
it's
Weinstein,
basic.
like the way they describe that, where he's got the weird balls?
Let's
and
call
shit?
it an average week.
Yeah, average. But also it hasn't been shaved. It's like George's hair is around the sides of it.
Like, so it's got a forest. It's got like a
Yeah,
frog on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Wait, hold on.
But it's like, is it sticking out or do I have to go
Yeah,
find
no,
it?
it's
Am
slightly
I digging for the, is it like micro penis shit or is it?
No.
Okay,
Jungle, the cocks in here.
I'm very comfortable with like my sexuality and everything, so I think I'd do it to save myself.
Nice.
Respect,
Okay.
respect.
I'm not like, I think it'd be homophobic to like, if the average woman could do that, then I could probably do it.
right.
I'm not going to say I'm going to do it well, but
100%.
like, is he nutting? Like, is it to completion?
Yeah,
Is it-
100%,
yeah,
yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Like, is that then like on my chin or is it like in
No, you don't gotta do a facial. You know, do whatever you want.
I
He
love
just-
how he's like, if a woman could do it, I could do it. Like, that was pretty fucking Sexist.
Well, I just mean it is not like the
It
weirdest.
wasn't until you said that. It was
I
completely.
was just joking. You guys
But
are
I mean,
so
it's like
sensitive.
I just say it's like it's not the craziest thing to do. Like it happens every day. Like
is
someone's
true.
getting blown right now somewhere. So like, if like
How many people?
And by the way, shout out to
to that person. If you're watching
Congrats,
this episode
bro.
of Impulsive right
Congrats.
now and you're getting head, dude,
It could happen. It could happen.
Congratulations.
The first time I watched Jimmy Fallon in college, I was getting dome.
really?
Yeah. If I ever go on his show, I'll tell him to his face.
Is that the guy that hates you, or is that?
No. Jimmy Kimmel was the one who talked shit, had me on a show, then talked shit.
He
then we
said
talked
you're the
shit,
same as Trump,
Then
right?
then he apologized.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, but Fallon's the homie, bro.
Yeah.
Got me some dome.
You watch any American?
Alan gave you dough.
You watch any American television?
I mean, I guess like on streaming services and stuff. Like I guess
What
isn't
is-
everything American television? Like
What about Channel 7? here in
Somehow
Australia?
even like Squid Games became American television.
yeah, I mean, I don't watch like free to air TV, like the ordinary stuff. I don't.
the peasant shit.
It's not peasant shit. It's just like it's old people shit. It's like.
Wait, did you watch Friends growing up at all, or no?
Oh yeah, I guess. Oh, I did like as a kid. I watched The Simpsons and stuff for sure.
Okay, just checking.
But, like,
I
I
wasn't
wasn't
an AI
allowed.
robot.
You weren't allowed to watch The
wasn't
Simpsons.
allowed.
And look what happened to you, man.
I know.
Like what is the goal of that? Sheltering you? Like
My dad really dropped the ball on that, huh?
It's a great show.
it is a good show.
I think it's an adult program though, so maybe as a child he doesn't want you to watch.
Yeah,
it.
but again, look what happened.
What happened?
It didn't work out.
Oh no, you're doing pretty good.
It became a fuck ass.
Look, he has Prime.
But I just we love Prime. Australia loves Prime.
Guess so. So much prime talk.
You're over it.
I'm just primed out, and I'm sure the audience is as well.
That's fair. That's fair.
What about the Last of Us?
Yeah, have you been watching that?
No, I haven't. I played the game though.
It's based on a video
Oh,
game.
so you're like, you deserve the show more than anyone, and you're not watching it because it stays pretty true to the game.
I heard there's like extra stuff that like really enhances it though.
There's because from what I understand, there's a lot of gay stuff in it, and I don't think there was as much. I don't think there was as much gay stuff in the game.
No. There was just one episode that
No, but it was a
Hey,
full.
don't
it was
spoil it. Don't spoil it.
well, it's no. If you're
It was
on Twitter,
beautiful.
you know
It
that
was
there was a full.
beautiful.
No, I'm not saying it with any connotation. It was one of the greatest episodes of television
was
ever made.
gorgeous.
But what I'm saying is,
Really flipped on that one, huh? I've never seen anybody flip on. I'm so sorry, but dude, I have a podcast now, so I'm not scared to talk anymore. And you're looking like a little pussy when you.
but your podcast is called All True, and right now you're being all fake.
I'm being true. I'm
so
being true.
shut your fucking yap, George. What I said
So
was
you hate gay people? See, I said I was a fan of you, but I'm not. I gotta like distance myself from you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
said there wasn't as much gay stuff in the game. I didn't say that it was an issue.
I think that does hold up. I think that holds up.
That is what I said.
I think that's all true. I think it's all true with George Janko.
But other than that, the fans of the show and of the game have said that the two are very closely
Yeah, no, everyone seems to love it though. I've just been waiting for the chance. Just been
waiting for the
traveling
chance
around.
to. Oh,
Lots to do.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean sometimes. I was in Dubai for a week. I was doing shit.
What were you doing in Dubai?
Sidemen stuff. I don't know if I can describe what, but
Are you ever getting burned out by being a creator? That has had to happen.
yeah, no, massively. I think you just do the same shit. Like what? Like especially in gaming, it's like there is zero groundbreaking stuff you can do.
Yeah, it's gotta be tough.
It's just this. That's why, like, I definitely have just. I think the last year been traveling a lot, doing a lot of shit with other people, a lot of collaboration stuff, just getting out of. Like when I'm here, I'm just in my bedroom, but like I have been just traveling a lot and trying to see how other people do things. Yeah, just like see the more of the world as well.
How old are you?
28.
Okay.
great
Hey,
age.
blows my mind. I'm older than you, by the way.
With just 1 year. I'm almost 28. I'm almost
Yeah,
28.
I think it's like 3 months or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that you need any compliments because you're obviously very successful, and I could tell by your personality you're a very confident man. When I looked at your PDF, I looked at some
Terrified.
of your videos, and your recent one like Grand Theft Auto. And usually when I have a guest on, I'll watch like a few just to see what they're about. And I was just binge watching you, bro.
Surely not.
I know
Surely
that
not.
I know you can't create, maybe you can't reinvent the wheel, but like your wheels are spinning in my direction.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference between like there's a lot of in gaming, a lot of people still just do the daily stuff where they only want to play the game for 20 minutes, upload it, not give a fuck. That video was a nightmare. That took like 3 months. All the people who made the games were fucking annoying. Like with all
It
the
was
respect.
hilarious though. It was very
But
funny.
it should have been such a better video. And I think that's where I get stuck a lot is like, I don't want to just make the same daily shit or like stuff that even takes 3 days. Like I want to do stuff that is interesting or feels like it takes some effort. But then you get stuck in this perfectionism cycle, which is why I really like other people's stuff because I don't have to think about it. I just show up.
What video do you put in your head as like the best video you've
The best video I've ever made is winning Fortnite without moving.
How did you do that?
I just sat in a tree and then tried for a week. And then I got in my friend's game who was in the same office as me without him knowing. And it was still like a 1 in 10,000 chance that the circles. I don't know how much you know about.
Yeah,
like,
no,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
So the circle closed on where you originally.
Yeah. So I tried for a week without anything. I just sat there for a week grinding it.
Oh my God.
Probably did 100 hours or something. But then like my friend was one of the best players in the world, but he was streaming and he had no idea about this, but I got in his game. This one, yeah, I got in his game and I still got the circle. I'm in that circle. Well, I think am I in the tree? But anyway, point is he killed all the final players and I just ran into his room and unplugged his PC.
No fucking way.
That's what I mean. I'm fucking like,
No way.
this is in my opinion, the best Fortnite video I've ever made.
Wait. He was in.
Yeah,
he was
my
in your
office.
house.
So this is me
Look,
sprinting to
you're
his
right.
office.
Shut
This is
up.
when we used to have an office, and like I go and unplug his internet. Or
There's
whatever it
no
was.
way. No. Okay.
Shut
Hold on.
This
Hold
made-
on.
no, I just kicked him out of the game. That was right.
No,
That was
hold
right.
on.
And then I come back, and he's like, "What the fuck just happened?" Like he had no idea about this video.
No, you're serious.
Yeah, no idea.
This was so.
I
This.
swear on my life, the idea of faking content is the biggest piece of dog shit. So this is I'm still sitting in the tree that I
So
landed in.
y'all actually ended up in the same lobby together.
So like I just watched his stream for a couple of hours, and it still took forever to get in the same game because there's like the whole skill based.
You were sniping a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Got
So
it.
it's like-
got it.
It's still super hard because he is such a good player, and I'm so dog shit.
Who is it?
Fresh. He,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. He
For sure.
I don't know if he played Among Us with like that one time, but yeah. Anyway, he was like a goat at Fortnite.
Were you in?
Yeah, we did Among Us. That's like the first time.
I ever streamed.
Yeah, and
you
I
were-
fucked you up in that game.
I
bro.
know because I'd never played it before.
Yeah.
And y'all put together one of the craziest
It's a thing
Among
called
Us
it's-
lobbies of all time
Yeah.
for my first stream. It was everybody was in it.
Yeah, there was. All I remember is I marinated the fuck out of you.
Yeah, you guys fucking.
I manipulated you like it was
who
so bad.
who was in it?
Normally, Mike's doing
It won't
the
be on. It
manipulating.
won't be on my channel or anything. But it might be on Mike.
Who was in it? It was you, XUC,
Bro, I do not
Valkyrie,
remember.
Corinna, like
I was
it was
just
the
there
most.
for you. I was just there for you.
You ruined me. You killed me.
Oh, I did, and you like quit, and then we kept playing.
Rage.
So we've both tried streaming and given up, and that leads me to my next point. Is
Well, technically, all three of us.
him too.
I really enjoyed it. I
Yeah?
loved streaming. It was my favorite platform I was on.
It was
I loved
fun,
streaming.
but
I realized because I want to do stand up and I can only do 2 hours. The growth would never let me happen if I could only do 2 hours.
I think you can do 2 hours because that's what like speed and stuff do.
Yeah.
no, they're on for like 9 hours.
Speed is not.
No,
speed
Speed's
does
not.
like two.
Speed does the lower
Oh,
shit.
So-
I thought Speed and Kai do the same thing. No,
Kai might do more, but I still think speed was definitely. And the same as like Tommy Innit during his peak was always
Right.
just like 90-minute streams, but like crazy shit would be happening the whole time. So
I did do one thing that it was picking up a lot of traction. A lot of creators hitting me up to be a part of it. I was doing blind dates where I would set my own friends up on blind dates, and
Yeah.
they didn't know, they knew of each other, but they didn't know they were dating each other. That was really fun. I just like live because it was just in the moment. Like it's a lot more nerve wracking and a lot more fun when you're like, oh, I can't.
It's such a grind.
It
The
is.
fact that you have been able to or are able to do it. I actually had great traction. I mean, I was 10 to 15K concurrent for a long time and was really grinding out and making good money. I actually succumbed a little bit to what he's talking about, which is live content for me as a psychopath is not good. It's not the place for me, dude. I would run into massive issues. I would say crazy
You reckon
shit.
you'd see? I was so stressed about that. I think there's two ways to grow on streaming. You got to do the XQC strategy where you just do endless hours,
Right.
or you just, especially these days with clippable moments, you just got to grow off platform. YouTube, you can grow
TikTok,
organically with
right.
the algorithm and stuff, but otherwise, like you should not grow on streaming by streaming. It is like Speed streams are not what he's famous for.
This is clips.
He just streams to get clips.
Yeah.
That is the only reason like he would even stream at this point.
It's such an exhausting grind.
It is so
having to
exhausting.
be on for that long is.
I
I
would-
don't know how
yeah.
you do it, bro. I have so much respect for streamers and gamers.
Well, that's like so much like for the last year, I haven't really done as much, but I think I was really stressed about saying something stupid.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
I think that's
I don't really mind now, but it was more of like on YouTube, like you say something stupid, you get demonetized. I used to get so many channel strikes, and I'd be banned for a week or something like that. I don't really care now, but I came straight from the job site and started YouTube. So like all
construction,
my old,
right?
Yeah. So all my old videos, I can give I was still full blown bogan. I was saying all sorts of fuck shit. Like my role models were outside my dad, who was like in the office. He's a good boy. He's a lovely guy. But the rest of my role models were these 50-year-old tradies and shit. All they would do is say fucked up racist shit. They would brag about going, because like prostitution's legal here. They'd brag about going to the brothel after work, cheating on their wives and shit. Like telling me about their kids at home and shit like that. Just drinking, drugs, everything.
For me, it was like we talked about like mental illness earlier. Like I never would say the thing that I was so convinced in my mind that I was going to say that I would never say.
Yeah.
Like, can you resonate with what I'm?
You kind of trick yourself
Yes.
into like, I can't say this, but now it's in your brain.
Like
bro.
fuck, this is, here's one of the moments right now. Have you ever met a baby?
I mean, I'm an uncle to 5 kids, so yeah, I've met babies.
Do you know what I'm going to say?
What are you talking about?
Have you ever felt intrusive thoughts before?
I mean,
baby?
yes, but not about a baby.
Have
bro.
you ever met a baby and been like, throw the baby?
Oh, I
Do you
thought
know?
I thought that was gonna be weird.
No.
Fuck you.
You're like, yo, like throw the baby. Like, of course you're not gonna throw the baby.
I've definitely, as an uncle, like it's
Yeah,
like
I'm an uncle too.
They're my responsibility. I'm like, what if I just fuck up here and you're just dead?
Okay,
Like I'm
That's
not
not
gonna.
quite- that's not quite-
It's a bit different because
Yes.
like I don't want to. I've never imagined like.
you don't want to.
I mean,
do
sometimes they're annoying. You wish you could punch them, but I don't know if that's.
I'm not getting my point. There are people in the audience right now who understand what intrusive thoughts
Just
are.
imagine, like, I want to punch.
Like I want to drive into a tree or something.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
I
you're
get
driving the car and you're like, I'm gonna jerk the wheel into a tree right now. Or when you
Yeah.
get to church, you're like, if I had a match, like
What?
your brain sometimes just says
If I
fucked
had
up
a
shit.
Hey, Mike.
Thank you. Anyone else in the audience intrusive thoughts? No, you're all completely fucking normal.
Congrats, you got Darcy.
Yes. Okay.
Congrats, you got Darcy on your side.
Jamie. No, and Kevin too, and people in the audience. It's this thing. So sometimes your brain tricks you into this idea that you're gonna say or think something stupid, and as a anxiety and OCD sufferer, it reinforces that and starts a cycle.
I get
And
you, I
so
get
it
you.
started to fuck with me when I was on stream. I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna say something fucked up. I'm gonna say something that I would never ever say in real life, and it actually became a major problem with me. It was one of the reasons I stopped streaming. I've never said this before.
That is a shame. Like, obviously, like you can't, like we were saying before, logic doesn't necessarily like, you're not going to say that.
Never,
Like,
would never say it.
know, but logic doesn't drive you in that sense.
I have a
It's a
mental
shame.
illness.
It's a shame. But I think I definitely did that, but I signed a streaming deal. So like, I didn't really have a choice. But that's another reason I was terrified, because I was like had to be obedient to a higher power. And they were really nice and really good. But
Right.
like, still, I didn't want to fuck that whole, there's
didn't want to
there's
throw
like
the
things in the
baby.
contracts and stuff where you fuck up, whole thing's gone.
Haven't some of your peers lost their contract because of a slip up or something?
I know there's like, I know there's like NDA shit that I don't know if I can bring up on
Okay.
other people's business, but
Okay.
certain people missed out on big contracts because of shit they said on stream before they signed it, like tens of millions.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know if I want to say who, because I don't know if I'm supposed to know that. So,
What do you think of these upstart small platforms that people are taking risks on moving to? And I'll
I
bring
saw
up
Adin just moved.
very
to
good.
one.
That's what I was gonna
Did
say.
he? Someone said did he get a big deal for
I
that?
would assume he did. So it's funny because you can always see these precursors, right? Just prior to a big announcement, there will be this video that he'll put out or someone will put out and say, Twitch tried to censor me.
Yeah,
You saw the
it's
video,
branding, bro. It's
Right?
The
so
Matrix.
now they've created, I love Adin, obviously, little brother. They create an enemy. He's created the enemy in Twitch. And then it made so much sense for him to then jump ship and have everyone jump with him over to whatever the fuck is. And listen, Adin will blow the fucking thing up.
Yeah.
He's got
But
the
it also
power,
does
for
make
sure.
this like a move for the bag feel like a move for some organic reasons, I suppose.
Correct.
Yeah, which is smart.
It semi shields the person. Like when someone, it's weird to say it, but it's almost like you look back at Steve Will Do It's departure from YouTube,
Yeah.
which led very quickly into a deal.
I don't think gambling should be outlawed or something like that. Just because I've seen effects of like addiction to it and how it affected my family and whatnot, and it's my personal
It's a personal decision.
I think it's like there should just be education and help for people who do suffer from those. Like, make sure it's not something to be embarrassed about if you are gambling a little bit too much. Like, I think we should focus more on helping people and creating, because people love, like, gambling in Australia is so fucking big. It is
I mean, it's fun, dude.
number one per
it's a lot
capita
of
in
fun.
the world.
No way.
Actually.
Every single bar or pub you go to has poker machines, slot machines. Every single one. They have a TAB. You can sports bet everywhere. You can like bet on horse races everywhere.
Whoa.
So that's where
There's like 20 different apps for it. It is the number one per capita. It is like destroys more families in this country than any other country in the world.
Well, you had a
But at the same time, though, it's like it is still. So I'm just saying there is part of the fun. It's part of the culture here.
let me
Sorry,
throw this out there. I had substance abuse issues, obviously.
There he goes, bringing it up again.
So
Fucking
sorry,
hell.
bro. I'm so sorry, but the way you're sitting and the way you brought it up again, this is. I'm an asshole. Actually, I need to reevaluate my life. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This just got really tense.
I had substance abuse issues, obviously. Now, are you done? Gambling is what's called a process addiction. It is very different. Similarly to addiction to fast food or some other unhealthy habit, it is different than a substance, right? So I land in the same place as you, which is a personal decision. Now, here's the issue. I fucking love gambling. I love it. I love sitting down. I love playing blackjack. So I'm kind of in the same boat as him, whereas now, if I can get in bed with a responsible company that does what they're supposed to do, then I'm okay with that. But I do also understand that can be problematic, very problematic.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not against any, like, so many of my friends love going to the casino. They love that shit. Like, there's nothing like wrong with it. I think there is something to be said for the messaging and stuff around it. Like, I think, hey, gambling is available here if you want it, but like, especially in Australia, and you're seeing it now more in American sports with how this gambling's being sort of allowed and legalized in America. Just the way they word it. Like, come on, mate, have a punt. Come on, mate, come on, go to the pub with your mates and have a punt. You know you want to. Like, it's indoctrinating you. It's like, that's where I'm like not necessarily fully all for it, but yeah, I got like the whole Twitch gambling thing. I'm like, I don't blame anyone. You get offered $4 million a month to play some slots. Like, fucking do it, bro. That's not your responsibility. Now, Twitch maybe should, that can be their problem to solve, but
it's been interesting to watch.
Yeah, but it's not I don't blame the creators at all. Unless they're literally sitting there going, gamble, kids, gamble.
Well, you've seen Train.
He's a psycho.
Go
He's a
in the
psycho.
opposite direction. Like it's been this like strange, thing to watch because he's sitting there saying, "Yo, do not do this. You do not do what I'm doing right now. You will lose all your money and you will lose your livelihood." Right? But everybody wants to watch him do it because he's
he'll win 10 mil on the spin, bro. It's crazy.
You dropped out of high school.
Crazy.
At 15, yeah.
What
Psychopath.
the freak?
I mean, it's a lot more common here, I would say. Like, especially if you leave the cities, like where my girlfriend's from here, all the city kids go to uni. But I think there's a lot more respect for trades and like construction work here. So like it is a very viable career option at 16, but I just did it early.
It's super early, dude.
I feel like you would know this though, is like school isn't for everyone,
That's true.
right? I was considered a fucking moron, right? I was like a very bad student. I never did anything. But then as soon as I found something I loved, like so switched on for it. Like as soon as I found like content creation, I absorbed knowledge. I was obsessed with it. I would consider myself reasonably intelligent. But when it came to school, it was just not for me. I got bullied all the fucking time. It was just a dog shit experience.
Okay, so that was a good path for you.
Yeah, no, it was the right thing. And my dad's like, fuck school for you, bro. You just come and work with me.
Okay, but then when did you make the switch to being a creator? Like that's a big leap as well.
Oh, that was so weird. So
Scary.
my first videos, I love the slow-mo guys and I was friends with them.
Oh yeah.
So I ended up like, I had a decent job, decent wage. So I ended up buying my own slow-mo camera, like a really shitty little one.
What was the FPS?
Fuck if I remember. I think it would do like 2,500, but it'd be like,
Oh, that's low.
it'd be like,
Shit lighting.
oh, this was like 6, 8, or fucking 9 years ago. So
It was
a lot,
probably.
yeah.
It was probably
Those are your first videos.
Yeah, no,
right?
I was just smashing stuff with machines on the job site.
Yeah.
And it was so weird, me sitting there trying to do intros and stuff. I'm trying to think if there's like, I think they're on my old channel. They're on my old, that's a
Why
fucking
is
great
it-
video, by the way. No, I just sit there and sort of, I'd be doing the intro, very nervous, very like first video ever, and there'd just be a bunch of the old blokes sitting over there watching me do it.
no way.
It'd be
I hate that.
I was
I
on
hate
TV.
that.
Those videos are dog shit. Don't watch that one. But like,
I hate shooting in front of people.
I can send you links to like the actual clips later if you want. But
If you had to go back and shoot an intro in front of the construction squad now, would things be different?
well, they're all probably like fucking dead now. Honestly,
You
at this
think
point, they're, I don't know. They all.
What's
rough
the
guys,
average
rough
life
guys.
expectancy for a construction worker?
I think someone in
Australia?
Dubbo, New South Wales, Dubbo shout out. Fuck, bro, those old tradies, they ain't getting past 60.
Yeah.
They're rough, bro. They're
It's,
rough.
you know, honestly, I've worked in that space before in the past. I was a land surveyor and actually worked on those sites. And any day now when I feel like, shit, I don't want to create content. I think back to putting on those
100%.
boots when it was 22 degrees outside and having to go to the job site and have some fucking asshole screaming at. And it's like, bro, there's never a day now where I'm like, ever.
I was a concreter, man. 40 Celsius, like awful weather. Never again.
And you're just so grateful now, right?
Oh, for sure. I think back to it. I would say, like, and I don't know, like, there is sometimes an appeal to not having to worry about shit. Like, you got so much going on. You're always under the pressure. You're always under the pump. There was something nice about you. Just wake up, you just do your shit, and then you go home. You don't fucking
5
worry about
p.m.
it. You just don't fucking think about it.
You know it.
Like,
5 p.m. when you punch that thing, it's over.
Like, you can't switch off anymore. Like,
Ever.
you never leave this world anymore. There's no, like, weekends. Just doesn't happen. And, like, that's not to complain, but it is obviously like a grass is greener thing sometimes when you think about it.
Yep.
That, fuck, I'd like not have to be like worried about. I mean, then obviously people worried about fucking feeding their families and shit. There's levels to this game, but
Yep.
still, there is some benefits to just
Clocking in and clocking
doing
out.
them. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Find your passion elsewhere, you know?
Do you have a longer term plan than right now? I'm always curious how people who are in your occupation scale.
I think that's where I'm at right now, figuring that out. And that's where, like, I think at the end of 2020, I was at the top of my game. I think in 2020, I'd averaged 20 million views a video or something for the whole year. Something stupid. But I was at the top of my game, and I was thinking a lot about, okay, how do I level this up? And then 2021 was like the worst year of my life. Just everything fucking went wrong. Lost friends, figuratively, literally, like, you know, whatever. Went to more funerals than ever. So it, like, distracted me. Like, broke that rhythm. I feel like you would know, like, being in a creative rhythm.
For sure.
You feel like you got momentum. I lost all my momentum and shit. Like, I was like, my office, like, we had so many COVID lockdowns here. All of a sudden, I was just locked in my room all day instead of being in the office and whatnot. So then after the end of 2021, I was like out of my rhythm. So I spent all of 2022 just like traveling, collabing with people. And I've just been trying to figure out how to get back in that rhythm, I think.
I think that's good. I think it's a good way to do it. I always encourage people to just go out, do stuff, try new things, like challenge yourself, meet people. Who knows what conversation you'll have that inspires some sort of, anything really.
Evolution.
Yeah.
Oh, talking to Jimmy about that shit, bro. Like, you'll always leave a conversation with him feeling like you're a worm, like you've done nothing.
Bro, I was with Casey Neistat and Jimmy in South Africa, and Beast was telling me just about some of the stuff he's doing, how he's doing it, how he's hiring.
He's
And,
a sucker.
and in my head, I was like, I know I do a lot, and I'm like doing pretty well.
I am very
But that
envious
kid
of your
makes me
ability to do
feel
shit.
this big. He makes me
Yeah.
feel like I ain't doing shit.
He
And then
is not
Casey
even
said the
human.
same thing. No, he's crazy.
He's not
I
even
feel
human.
like Prime changed that. I really do. I feel like Prime changed that. I feel like it was like you, and it was Jimmy, and then Prime came out, and now it's like Prime and then everything else. Which is fucking, and obviously different verticals, but it's like this is a fucking rocket ship.
Well, I
bro.
appreciate you saying that, but Jimmy,
I don't mean it in
hasn't-
any kind of way.
I hear the sentiment. I think Jimmy hasn't had the blessing of doing this for as long as I have. So I was able to be a bit more strategic and smarter about what I'm putting my name on and the decisions I'm making in the business world. Jimmy's younger than me. He's
so young, bro. It makes me feel so
he's
bad.
20,
that's
25.
true. That's
Yeah.
so true.
He's
Crazy.
25. He has that young mentality, that hustle, but with my dad always said this growing up, and I hated him for it, but goddamn, experience is invaluable, especially when it comes to storytelling and workshopping, marketing. I knew this was gonna work as long
You're
as.
so fucking good at promoting that
Thanks,
shit.
bro.
You are so good at
Thanks. That's my secret weapon.
it.
I'm
You are
a
a
marketer.
psycho at it. It's
I'm
unreal.
a marketer, bro. I just happen to have two really good products.
It's unreal. I think it does. I think when I first tried Prime, I took one sip and it's on camera. It was on Vicstar's channel. Took one sip. I'm like, fuck these guys. They're gonna be so fucking rich. They're gonna be make so much fucking money.
It's not about the money. It's about hydration, prime hydration. 20 calories, 2 grams of sugar.
I know you're primed out. I was like, the one thing I saw before I came here was a Reddit post of someone that turned the Prime bottle into a fleshlight. That was the one thing I wanted to talk about.
We saw him at the UFC event.
Really?
He brought him. 5 minutes later, we were all fucking Prime bottles in the bathroom.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
I mean, have you considered that as like
Did you say flashlight or
No, flashlight.
Flashlight.
So it's a little deeper.
So people are really fucking with Prime, bro.
Oh, yeah.
They're really fucking with Prime.
Hilarious, nice.
That was good. That was good.
They're really doing it.
Nah, we weren't having sex with the bottles. Disclaimer.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just like the tubing.
If that's what you're into and you got to, what were you going to say?
I was just gonna give a little bit of background to the story because I think it's interesting for other people who want to try to do what that kid did.
Oh, what, make a flashlight?
No, it's even.
Oh my god.
And how do you actually get it to the person?
Oh,
so what happened was that kid found me the night before, and he went, and what he did was basically like a rim job for KSI. Like he found a loose, associate, worked him first, and then kind of like worked his way in, which is how you should do it if you're gonna do this, right? So he found me at the club. He came up to me and he told me all about how he was building these Prime fleshlights. He had spent weeks and weeks and weeks
Jesus.
building these things, and they had branding and everything. So then I'm at this UFC event, and I see this kid that I'd seen at the club the night before, dressed in stolen UFC security outfits.
Oh, really?
And with a camera.
Oh, he's
and
mad,
he
bro.
came up
That's
to me and
sick.
he said, "Hey, mate, it's me from last night. I snuck my way into this event. I'm not supposed to be here. You're not going to snitch on me, are you?" And I said, "No, I'm not going to snitch on you." He goes, "Can you bring me to JJ?" And I said, "Let me see the product." He showed it to me. They were gorgeous. I said, "Come with
Did
me."
you try it out first?
I didn't.
He gave it a little run.
I said, come with me. And I brought them to JJ, and they got their video, their Reddit, their TikTok, and all that. And that's how that happened.
Reddit's a
Wait,
gnarly
so you're-
place.
Okay, I got
It is wild. It is wild.
If you go into the bathroom with your fleshlight prime and you insert yourself in your bottle, does that mean you're in your prime?
That was good. That was good. I'm glad I was here to witness that. I appreciate that, man. That was sick. No, I think it's. I'm definitely.
Keep yourself hydrated.
I'm definitely in the part of my career where I'm trying to figure out, like, because I've made a game that was a very stressful experience. It's very cool, and like doing business things, like I've been very successful in other business, like real estate and stuff like that. But I think I just feel like there's so much untapped potential. Obviously, having that, you have a cheat code. You have a cheat code. I think with when you do Prime, like you said, with the promotion and stuff for it.
I think because the story, dude, the story of me and Jade, that was the
Unreal move.
That was the cheat
Unreal
code.
move.
That was the cheat code.
Unreal
I got a
move.
partner. I got a partner who's incredible. We were on that show this morning, and I don't like we see each other every now and then. We're in the group chats and stuff. We're workshopping and stuff, but we just have fucking chemistry. It's crazy. He's the cheat code.
He's also just so good to make videos with.
He's great.
Like the first podcast I did was with him,
Yeah.
and I don't know, within 10 minutes, I don't know if there's necessarily chemistry, but like we're both just laughing at this video of a head going in a vagina on this big screen. And it was just like we bonded over just like the most
Yeah.
fucked up shit
Yeah.
that we're talking about.
No, he's great, bro.
It was a good time.
You got your own Fortnite skin.
I do.
Jealous of that. That's cool.
That's
awesome.
That's got to be like the highlight.
For
I
sure.
was about to say,
That's
that's the
peak.
coolest thing.
That's awesome.
So you were playing yourself.
Yeah, no, I've got my like creator code now in the game, like my one tattoo,
No way.
and like, that's the one thing I'll promo.
How does it work? Like, do you get a split of the
The
sales?
skin was weird. The skin was a whole different beast, I think, with like split. Because like Fortnite has creator codes in general. Like you just put the code in, you get 5% of whatever people buy with your code.
Purchases,
Okay.
They kind of, I don't want to say scam because I'm very appreciative of them adding it. Thank you, Fortnite. They paved the way.
But that's nothing.
But it like expires every 14 days. So people got to keep re-entering it. It's like a whole fucking thing. So people don't really use it anymore. But with the skin, it's like you didn't get I don't know how much I can actually say, but you don't really get a cut. It's different when like mainstream celebrities do it, I think, but you don't actually get a cut of the skin sales. You get a cut of still when people use your code to buy the thing, but it's like a bigger cut. So it's a little bit of
okay.
but I'm not complaining anything. Thank you, Fortnite.
But what if they have V-Bucks already?
It doesn't matter. Like you just like proportion it. Just like they spend the V-Bucks on.
No,
the
but I'm
item shop.
saying if they don't type in your code
But
because they have the
don't
V-Bucks.
they don't put the code in when they buy the V-Bucks. They put the code in when they spend the V-Bucks.
Got you.
So that's how you get your cut of the money. Which
Seems tactical. So you're calling this Fortnite skin top notch number one.
that's definitely the highlight.
Oh yeah, you don't
That's
think being in a Hollywood A-list fucking movie?
my 3 voice lines in
It
Free
doesn't
Guy, bro.
matter. You were in Free
Cool.
Guy with Ryan Reynolds, bro.
Oh my
Hey.
God.
Yeah.
There's 2 people that followed me on Twitter and Instagram that I think the highlight was when Ryan Reynolds followed me and when Tom Brady followed me. So like doing the movie was very cool.
Wait a second. I missed this. What part of the movie was it?
The part where all the streamers
had all the
are-
games,
Where they're
bro.
fighting.
Yeah, yeah.
It's during where he becomes
yeah,
like
there's
Captain
this.
America or whatever.
Oh, I mean, apparently it's just a big fucking.
This is at the very at the end.
Look at me go. No, it's actually quite. Like,
Oh yeah.
I was surprised with how much they actually put in because I went. And I was the only person that filmed on set.
Right.
I think everyone else just filmed in their setups, but I was already in America, so I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I'll
So
once
sick.
in a lifetime thing. Put me in the movie.
Dude,
Did they use your name or did they give you a
Yeah,
character?
Yeah.
No, it's like got all the names and stuff.
And you guys got like a little bit of pre-marketing as well. There was so much buzz about that. when
Yeah,
you guys
no,
all-
I think like I've made so much random ass like jokes and content because he's got like there's a Deadpool skin in Fortnite. There's so many videos around it.
right.
Calling me my best friend and shit or whatever dumb jokes I was making. Like the amount of free advertising and shit was from putting the creators in was massive.
So you got that. You've got the Fortnite skin, and then what about World Boss?
That is cool. That is cool.
Like, bro.
Games are tough. Games are very tough. I think it's like you make Prime, it's like I guess like you had that product like straight away, right? Like how long did that take to like games take years and like we're still developing it. And it's like the response is really cool and people really get behind it. But at the same time, when you're competing with Fortnite, you're competing with Call of Duty, you're competing with all these massive games, like it is a process to compete.
The key is the partners. I guess that's the other cheat code. We were only able to get this in retail stores, which is the other cheat code, as fast as we could because of our partners who are manufacturing and making it fulfilling. Like I imagine making a game is you have to have a killer team.
Yeah, no, the game devs are great. I think it's just with gaming, it's just so hard to just nail it. Like there's so many little things, but like it's just I think the base of the game is great and we're getting there. But it's so hard to just instantly launch finished product, instantly get
For sure.
like you can get people to try it, but like to get people addicted to playing your game is like a very difficult task.
So hard.
So I can promote it as much as possible, but it's like they're not gonna endlessly just play it because I say, hey,
Yeah.
play the game.
No, the product has to have a life of its own. It's got to have like
and that's what we're building. It's just like
Cool.
with games, you launch early access. It's like if you give people one shot of Prime and say, yeah, the bottle's coming in a year.
yeah.
It's really
hard.
tough. It's really
hard.
tough. But I've learned so much from that experience, and I'm like, just we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
GTA 6.
I would like that game to come out.
Those
When
games go
is that
crazy.
game?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, it'll never come out, bro.
Bro.
They make too much money. It'll never come out.
Okay, so GTA 5 still makes. How much money does GTA 5 make?
Oh,
a week
online
right
would be
now?
still making tens of millions of dollars. Like, and it's free for them. They're just free printing like hundreds of millions a year, probably like free.
It is the most insane thing.
We are in a world now where with games, they don't give a fuck about. I mean, there is still obviously. You've seen quite a few games, right? Like even the Hogwarts game that comes out. You see God of War and stuff. Like people still want to play these big single player games or whatever.
Approximately 25 million every 10 days.
That's
and
fuck.
$1
$1
billion.
billion a year
15 grand every 10 minutes, bro.
on a game that hasn't been updated.
It's been out for like 8
Or
years,
sorry, it's
bro.
been out for 8
Oh
years.
my God.
It's unreal.
1 billion a year.
But I think it's like you see with Fortnite now, everyone just wants to make the game that they can sell you microtransactions on.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
new
yeah.
model.
Because that's the only way to make money. People don't want to
Right.
spend $60 for a game anymore. Like
Yeah.
they still do if it's like you spend $200 million to make the game, maybe, but
How much does Fortnite make a year?
they make more than ever.
Did Fortnite slow down?
In viewership, massively. I've barely played it for like last year.
What
or
about
something.
what about
Players?
players?
It's still like the biggest game in the world.
Really?
Like it in
5.8
Roblox.
billion.
Fortnite generated 5.8 billion in 2021.
Yeah, it did its biggest year last year. Or,
Oh
I think
my
it did even more in
God.
2022.
So much
2018
money.
to 2021, 5.4
it
billion,
perfected the
3.7
monetization
billion,
of it.
5.1 billion, 5.8
Just
billion.
absolutely.
I love
insane.
Fortnite. I
Yo,
love
that's
playing
that
Fortnite.
that's actually crazy. That's
absolutely
that's
insane.
insane.
So that's what the thing.
What's on Google?
No, it is right though.
Businessofapps.com.
It is
What
right.
happened in 2019?
I think there was like the biggest hype of the first year, which is 2018.
Yep.
And then, it sort of slowed down a little bit, but still biggest game in the world, far and away. But they've perfected how to monetize it. So you see all the Marvel skins, you see all the Star Wars skins. 2020 was the first year they started really doing the crazy big shit.
Collabs, baby.
I bought a lot of skins this year.
Oh, bro, it's like they steal so much of my money.
I spent so
but
much
use your own
money on
code so you get
skins.
5% back.
Code laser.
Business moves. Code laser.
Got a
There's
tattooed
actually a
on
guy.
their
There's a guy with that has the ER. And because kids, with all respect, thanks for watching, but they're fucking stupid, right? So they all spell it with the ER, right?
Well, if you had told them code Lazar,
But
dude.
I fucking spell it out in the videos for him.
Lazar.
Like, two A's. But like, I don't know how much that guy's made. But
Oh, man.
I can't get his code taken off him because apparently he had like an Instagram page with like 100 followers or something. So like, respect to him. Whatever, it's his hustle. But he had an actual page, so I couldn't get the code. Like, this is clearly imitating me in some way. But I reckon he's made millions.
Oh my god.
I reckon
That's
he's
so
made,
mess up.
He could be over 8
Take him to
figures.
court, bro.
Nah, but they won't tell me who he is. I don't know his page, but I just know he's got like a very. They say you won't know who he is,
Mysterious.
but they won't tell me how much he's made. They also, but he's made millions. I reckon I've retired his lineage.
Are you doing or focused on anything involving the metaverse
I was,
or AI stuff?
I've invested in a couple things. If we want to go into crypto world, but
Nah,
I don't know if we
maybe
want to go.
not.
We
into crypto
actually
world.
don't. We
Yeah,
don't.
we're gonna actually skip that. What about YouTube boxing? You ever thought about that?
I've had one career fight in my life and I got knocked the fuck
Oh, yeah,
out.
that's
So, yeah.
Where? Who'd you fight?
I mean, to be fair, I never saw the guy. I was on a dance floor dancing with a lovely lady, you know. She had at the Beachcomber Hotel, most dangerous club in New South Wales. I was like 18, 19, just having a
Right.
good time, fucking wasted. And a massive brawl starts on the dance floor as used to happen. Just Superman punch from behind. I wake up getting
Cold clots.
carried out by a big Maori security guard cuddling me like a teddy bear. And my face just covered in blood.
Why
and I
did-
jumped the fence and got back in and was like,
Wait, why did you get hit?
I don't know, just punchable face, or he just like saw his mates in a fight in front of him. He's like, "Fuck, let's start throwing." That, like people used like that is. I used to walk out of that club, just fights everywhere. It's just the culture.
No way. Australians are crazy, man.
The only other time I've been in close to a fight was when I got glassed, but I didn't really fight back. So
Glassed?
yeah, glass around my head.
Did you get a bad cut?
You can't see it anymore, but it split my whole
Say-
face. Was
say-
like I
say-
thought I was
Oh
gonna
wait.
die. Bro.
It hits you.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna die.
Did the bottle break?
It was like a thick, like drinking glass, like one of those, like you'd put like like whiskey or something in. Like,
Mine was a beer bottle, and it hit right here. And just the thing about getting hit in the head with a
A
bottle
lot of blood.
is there's the blood. The amount of blood is mind blowing because you have
blood.
so many capillaries in your head, and it's basically like an explosion.
Yeah,
and
it
I got this girl. I was in an argument with her boyfriend. It was actually Christmas Eve. I don't know why I was at a house party on Christmas Eve, and the girl threw a Bud Light bottle,
Oh,
and
really?
the bottom side of it, the edge of the bottom smashed directly into my head.
Yeah.
I was walking around the house, unsure of what to do, asking people for towels, draining. I mean, pools, full pools
It's so
of
surreal.
blood.
Eh?
It's
so-
wild.
especially if you've had I don't drink much, but I had like one drink, so like your blood. Like,
And that's the
blind.
other thing, correct?
But yeah, it was just like some angry dude went to court and everything, but I can't go into
Right,
details on it.
right.
But just like
Did
yeah,
he go
just,
to jail?
I don't know, community.
You just
something.
said
I think it was like community
no
stuff.
details.
But, yeah,
No, you can't tell
You
the
can,
name.
Google, you can Google that part. You can Google that part, I think. But yeah, just like shattered on my head. Just I thought I was gonna die because I didn't even know what I got hit with. I thought I
Yeah.
got hit with like a full frozen can of Coke
Oh,
or something. It was just a
shit.
thud. I didn't know
Yeah,
what. I thought
nothing
there was
really-
a hole in my head.
No,
I thought I was
nothing
gonna
really
fucking die.
happens. That's actually the funny part about it. Like I was like laughing about it, and no one was laughing because like once it happens to you, you know that that's the situation. Like when
Yeah.
your head starts to bleed, it just bleeds like that.
Is that one photo that we always?
Yeah, where it's all over my.
Is that really that
yeah,
photo?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
the-
I got a couple of
I
those
got a
photos
funny.
from that
It's
night,
a crazy
yeah.
photo where I'm laughing in the photo,
yeah,
holding this thing on my
smiling.
head,
Yeah.
and
As soon
they're
as
covered in.
Were
blood.
you on drugs?
It's probably something like
that. I had just gotten clean, but I was at a party though. It was like 2011 or something like that.
No, as soon as I knew I wasn't gonna die, I was just funny.
Yeah.
There was just like fans there that got all on Snapchat and shit, and I'm just like,
Well,
please
you
delete
also-
that. I don't want that out there, bro.
You also like this is gonna sound fucked up, but like as life goes on, when you get used to bleeding and being injured, you know when you're badly injured or not badly injured. And
Yeah.
so for the average person out there, like for example, when Jake gets hit in a fight and his nose starts bleeding, which it does, right? The average person is like, oh, this is bad. But for Jake, he just knows, yeah, I need pressure and I need to get into the corner for 5 seconds and I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like short of like a limb hanging off, like I'm kind of just still hanging out.
Yeah, see, now I'm a pussy. I'm not used to bleeding.
What,
So
what's the greatest knockout you ever seen in real life? Like not even you, just like witnessed it. What is the greatest knockout you've ever seen? And boys think of
I don't
want to
glorify him, bro. Like street fights are fucking bad. I don't want to glorify him.
He's a good lad. You're a good lad.
So many people just getting planted under the ground on the street, specifically the Beachcomber Hotel in Tukli.
Did you have a friend when you were growing up that was the
All of them, bro.
Yeah.
All of them. My friends are fucking crazy as fuckers.
I had one friend, Brandon Konzerski, that would just clear multiple people in every brawl we got into, and it was fun to watch him because he would clear 3 to 4 people per fight, one shot. He just had this haymaker that would just rock people, and you would just watch him dropped. Well, we got Chebo's cheeseburgers outside right now. We're about to do a burger. You're about to be on the night shift,
bro. Always.
Yeah,
it's time
bro.
to clock in.
Yeah,
I
let's
got it. I said, man. I said.
This will
Let's
be
go,
good.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm pumped for this, man.
We should go eat those burgers.
and review them.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode of Impulsive LazarBeam. I'm sorry, bro. Let's land it. Guys, thank you for coming, bro. For real, we appreciate you.
Oh, no, it's good. Thank you.
Where can they follow you on social media?
Just put LazarBeam in. It's 2 A's. Just do that. Put it in anyway. You'll figure
And
it
don't
out.
forget to use code Lazar on Fortnite.
With 2 A's.
Fuck your burger review, bro. I'm going home.
Hit that subscribe
I don't
button.
like
what he
getting
said.
women
We
getting
love
punched.
you. We'll see you next time. Take it easy.
It was just funny
Peace.
that